everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, and in this video, you're going to learn 5 proven strategies to advertise and promote your YouTube channel to the right people. Keyword, the right people. We'll talk more about that in a bit. Timestamp table of contents in the description so you can jump around this video, along with some other helpful videos that take a deeper dive into some of the strategies and tactics you're going to be learning. But before we dive into these 5, there are 3 that you need to avoid at all costs when it comes to promoting your channel. The very first one is commenting on other people's videos. This is just going to make you look desperate and like a loser. And I'm dead serious. It's going to make you look desperate. It's going to make you look like a loser. Do not comment on other people's videos and then link back to yours. It doesn't matter if you write a full-on blog post. As soon as you link to one of your videos or link to your own channel, number 1, you're going to piss off the creator because they know what you're trying to do, and number 2, other people already know this game of pretending to add value and then immediately asking for a like, subscribe, or sub on someone else's content. That's just not the way to do it, and it's going to waste your time. Another thing that's going to waste your time trying to promote your channel is number 2, which is advertising or promoting yourself inside of Facebook groups. Again, there's this common outdated strategy of joining a bunch of Facebook groups in your niche or industry, adding value, and then a week or 2 later going in and starting to promote your own content. As soon as you post a link to your own stuff, you look like you're promoting yourself, which is exactly what you're doing, which makes everything you did up until that point look extremely disingenuous. And number 3 comes to Fiverr. Please don't use Fiverr to promote your videos. Number 1, they're gonna send robots. You can message them and say, hey, are you gonna send robots? And they're gonna say, no, of course we won't send robots. And then they'll send robots and destroy your video. Or number 2, they're going to spam Facebook groups with your video, and it's actually gonna wind up hurting your brand. So those are 3 things, just don't do them. Avoid them, and they're a giant waste of time. Focus on one of these 5 that we're about to go over, and kicking things off with the very first one is actually using YouTube discovery ads to advertise your channel. So what's really cool about discovery ads is these are ads that show up across YouTube in search results and as suggested videos on other videos. And so all you have to do is go into the Google Ads interface. You can sign up for Google Ads for free. Just Google search Google Ads, and then you can create a campaign and tell Google what channels you want to target. So you want to look for 5 to 10 channels to target with your campaign and create a video ad that will talk about who you are and why people should subscribe to your channel. Or you can re-upload an old content video of yours and change it a little bit so that YouTube doesn't ding you for duplicate content. It's important that you don't do this with your organic videos. I talk a lot about that on the channel, but just condensing a 10-minute rant into don't use YouTube ads on your content videos. Always have a video specifically for your discovery ads. But what's really cool, you find 5 to 10 other channels that are similar to yours. You run your either re-uploaded content videos or a special video that talks about why your channel is so cool and awesome, and you run those as discovery ads to those audiences, and it's a great way for $2.50 to $5 a day to gradually bring in brand awareness so more people in your space know who you are, and of course bring in more likes, views, and the right kind of subscribers. And so if you want to learn more about all of the specifics of setting up a YouTube discovery ads campaign on $5 a day, link in the description to a video that walks you through the entire process and dives into the Google Ads interface. Now, the second awesome way to promote your channel is leveraging the power of the YouTube algorithm with a content circle. So chances are you have a bunch of ideas of what kind of content you want to promote to your subscribers and potential audience. So here's how the strategy works. You pick 3 to 4 topics that you really want your channel to be about. You want to signal to YouTube, hey, my channel is about these 3 or 4 topics. The more specific you can get, the better. And I'll go through some concrete examples of how this works in a second. And then you make a bunch of videos around that topic. So you want to do at least 3 to 5 different videos around that one topic. So here's a concrete example. One of the things I like talking about on this channel is time blocking. So I went out and made 6 different time blocking videos targeting different versions of time blocking keywords. Now, after I think it took about 3 or 6 months, I started to rank organically for time blocking keywords. Now, what's so powerful about this is once you get one video to rank, for that search term or variation of that search term, it's a lot easier to get your other videos to rank. Another keyword I've done this for is Canva. I've done a lot of tutorials on Canva, and specifically tutorials around how to make ebooks or how to make opt-in offers, lead magnets, and PDFs and worksheets and all that fun stuff. Of course, the content is very similar in those, but I tweak it just enough to match each one of those keywords. And now when I create a Canva video or create a time blocking video, I have also done this with webinar videos, my organic rankings start out much higher than some of the other content that I make for my channel that's not around one of those topics. And so it does take a while. It can sometimes feel like you're making the same video 3 or 4 different times, but it's going to work in the long run. It's going to help signal YouTube, hey, when your channel posts something about Canva or time blocking or weight loss or how to do a bench press, whatever it may be, as long as you focus in on that content and you get 1 or 2 videos to rank, you can continue to create similar style of videos, and you'll have that little content grouping and you'll get preferential treatment from the YouTube algorithm. Now, another strategy to help promote your videos is promoting your videos inside of your videos. You noticed earlier that I talked about how you could check out the link in the description to a more in-depth video on step number 1. So that's part of a content strategy that I use called content laddering. Now, of course, this is going to be very hard to do if you only have a couple videos on your channel, but this will become easier and easier as time goes on. So here's a concrete example of how this works. A couple of months ago, I posted a video on how to put together a sales funnel. Now, in that video, I talked about the importance of creating an ideal customer avatar, which is something that's foundational to creating a sales process and being successful growing an email list. Now, instead of including all of that content inside there, making the video 3 times as long, in the video, just like I did in this one in step number 1, I said, hey, if you don't already have this, go check out my other video. So that's sending them backwards to a step that they needed to complete before the video that they're watching. Now, towards the end of the video, once they had their sales funnel together, the next logical step would be driving some traffic. So at the end of the video, I say, hey, now that you have your sales funnel together, check out the link in the description to a video that's going to walk you through how to drive some new leads and customers through your funnel via YouTube ads. And so this is a very, very basic example. But essentially what you're doing with a content ladder is you're creating a piece of content, and then you're asking yourself, what's the logical next question or next step in the process? How do I create content for people who want to get more advanced? Or what if this piece of content's going over someone's head and they feel like they have more basic questions that need to be answered before this video would be helpful to them? Well, you can create those other videos as well, and it almost gives you a limitless number of video ideas, and most importantly, it gives you a solid playlist strategy, because you can actually rank your playlists, and you'll find that you'll be able to get people to binge watch your content because they're going to want to start at one of those steps on the ladder, and then they're just going to keep watching you because they know you've already been helpful. Now, the 4th promotion strategy is collaborations. And this is a tough, time-consuming one. But what you want to do is look for channels that are around the same audience size as you, and most importantly, represents an audience that you want to connect with. You see, just because another YouTube channel is producing similar type of content, they might believe something different than you, they might have a different style, or they just might be targeting an audience that's not really part of who you want to be associated with. And so it's really important that you don't just look for anyone in your space who's around the same subscriber size. You really want to take your time, take a look at their content, take a look at what they care about and how they behave, so you can know whether or not you actually want to be associated with that creator and with that audience. So it's not just about finding a channel in your niche who's a similar size, it's also about finding someone who's also a good fit on your brand identity and values. Now, the final advertising and promoting strategy we have for this video, number 5, is remarketing. And this is going back to leveraging the power of YouTube advertising. So what's really cool inside of Google Ads, once you connect it to your YouTube channel, very simple to do, link in the description to a video that walks you through exactly how to do that in less than 10 minutes, you can go ahead and actually serve ads to people who've already seen your content. So if we go back to this diagram, we know that we've created little groupings of content content around topics that we really care about and we want YouTube to rank us for. Well, we can actually inside of Google Ads say, hey, anyone who's watched these videos, I want you to show them my ad. And so this way you can actually cut your ad costs because you're not trying to advertise to everybody, and you can make sure that you're advertising your channel trailer to people who've already engaged with your content, so they'll be much more likely to hit that subscribe button once they've seen your ad. If you want to learn more about how to set that up, of course, link in the description to a full-blown 55-minute tutorial, A to Z everything you need to know about setting up your first YouTube ads campaign. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video informative and actionable. If you got some value out of it, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more channel growth strategies and tactics just like the ones covered in this video. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment below if you have any questions, and as always, keep building the business you love.